Welcome to the Kendy and Raybo podcast, episode 64, recorded in Kendy's box room.
Welcome to the Kendy and Raybo Spooktacular Deluxe Extravaganza Halloween special.
I forgot all about that.
Just Halloween, boy.
I had no clue at all.
I was trying to set the air in the room.
Yeah, you finally set the air with the fart you let out there a few minutes ago. That set the air lovely.
Halloween, Ray.
Marvellous. We just talk about Halloween to start with, and so.
Well, I just thought we'd set the mood with a bit of Halloween, like, because do you know, I saw the beginnings of it at the weekend.
What, the Christmas decorations outside shops?
No, the fucking Halloween slutty decorations on young ones walk around Killarney.
Oh, go away.
See, that's the thing about Halloween. So, like, Sunday night was obviously the bank holiday, so most of them use that as their night that they went out, like, you know.
Okay, yeah.
We were gigging abroad in Killarney, and I saw every class of young one. Like, the thing about fellas is, right? When it comes to Halloween, fellas can either go as, like, a superhero or a ghost. Maybe.
Yes.
Maybe Frankenstein, you know, if they're going for it.
Yeah.
But like women have all the options in the world, Ray.
Well, they've all the Supergirls and the Wonder Womens.
They can go as slutty nurses, slutty doctors, slutty priest, slutty nun, slutty devil, slutty pumpkin, slutty teacher, slutty preacher, slutty creature, slutty cat, slutty dog, slutty fairy, slutty Harley Quinn, slutty pirate, slutty scientist, slutty little Red Riding Hood, and a slutty sailor. They can go as whatever they want. They have every option under the sun.
That was just a load of things and you put the word slutty in front of it.
That's what the Halloween costumes are for young ones.
Give me that list again without slutty.
Nurse, doctor, priest, nun, devil, pumpkin, teacher, preacher, creature, cat, dog, fairy, Harley Quinn, pirate, scientist, Little Red Riding Kendy, sailor.
You're right. Slutty does add a lot to it.
But that's what they are, Ray. It's not. I'm not adding the slutty. It's the women that are adding the sluttiness to us.
How do they add the slutty?
They have to wear a short skirt.
Right.
And it has to be a V cut on top of the cans.
Okay.
Fair play to the young ones that go out and they just go with something that's funny, like.
Yeah.
The rest of them are going, I can't wait to get the two cheeks out.
There's also a small section of society that actually make an effort and dress up like something horrible.
Something savage.
Yeah.
Something actually scary.
Yeah, the Katie Cassidy's of this world.
Yeah.
Who dresses up like something you'd see in a horror movie.
You wouldn't recognise her every Halloween.
No way. You'd be scared of her.
No, like, you'd go, I don't know if that's her or not, or did that just crawl out of my granny's grave?
What happened to the side of her face? Yeah.
Yeah, she makes a good effort at it. And it works for fellas too, because why are fellas going around dressed as superheroes? Hey, there's nothing scary about Superman with his little quiff. Like, what's scary about that?
You'd wonder why superheroes...
Do you know what I went as one time, right? Mark Knopfler.
Mark Knopfler of
Dire Straits.
Dire Straits. That was all I could hear.
I put on a suit jacket and a headband to say, hey, Mark Knopfler. Derek went to John Travolta one time. Why would you go with John Travolta?
Well, sometimes he can be scary. Remember that film Face Off?
Was he in that? Was he?
He was scary in that.
Yeah, but he went to John Travolta, man, dressed as... If Elvis had a baby with John Travolta, that's what Derek went as one year. I mean, nothing scary about that.
True.
Is it dress up for Halloween, like?
We had an interesting experience there in the house there a couple of days ago.
Go on.
Sean's Riley dropped a load of change into the toilet.
Right. What's this to do with Halloween?
Well, it's for ducking for money done the cheap way.
Bobbing for coins he was doing.
It's quite hard to get the face down, like. You know, you have to go right in there now to get that 50 cent in the euro coin that he left go down there.
Was he counting his money while he was having his eyes?
Just fall out of his pockets the whole time. There's more. Some old tracksuit bottoms, you know. There's no security in them at all.
Oh, for God's sake. But Ray, anyway, it got me thinking, right? Back to the Halloween stuff.
Yep.
Kendy's top 5 favourite horror movies.
Marvellous. I won't have seen any of these now.
You'll definitely have seen them, right? Do you want to hear them? This is how I thought long and hard about this all week now.
Go on.
Number 5.
Right.
Any of the Halloweens.
Mm-hmm.
I presume it's the original one.
What's the
The one where there's two children and they're running around looking for each other for the whole film, and your man, Michael Myers, is coming in with the mask on him.
Right.
And he has a knife and a slash hook, and I tell you, he's not afraid to use it, Ray. Kendy's number 5.
What happens to the two children?
They lose each other at the county fair at the end of it.
Right.
The county final at the end of it.
What's number 4?
Number 4 is Paranormal Activity.
Oh, I have seen this.
Do you want to know why now?
I do know why.
That changed the game. I was nearly going to put in number 4, the Blair Witch Kendy, right?
Right.
With the whole handheld camera job.
Seen that too.
But Paranormal Activity changed that game in the horror film game, didn't it?
It changed it in the way that I haven't watched a horror movie since.
Because it's too real, you see.
Oh, yeah.
And the fact that it's old cameras set up in the kitchen and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd be thinking now, anytime I hear a bang in this house, I go, Jesus, Granny's back, she's in the cupboard, I knew it.
But the house has never been haunted, though. Like, your house has never been haunted.
Well, I hope not.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear haunted houses when you were a kid, no?
Oh, yeah.
Like, is there haunted houses around Ballina?
Well, there wouldn't be haunted houses. Well, actually, there was one on the way to Castlerea. And I don't know, was it haunted? It was just everybody told me it was haunted.
Right.
So I automatically thought, well, that's haunted.
Yeah, well, that's what happened, you see. It is hearsay. People go around and say, well, your man died there and he hung himself out in the back kitchen. So there was one in Williamstown, which is technically County Galway, but just 5 minutes outside Castlerea on the way in. My friend Thomas Flynn used to say that's the haunted house.
Right.
There's one out in Lough Lynn on the way out, and it is above in a hill.
Are we doing your top 5 movies now, or the top 5 haunted houses
Top
in
5
and around
haunted
Castlerea?
houses in and around Castlerea. Right?
Yeah, right.
There's one out there and it's up on a big hill. And then the third one isn't supposed to be haunted, man, but I'm not going back into it again, let me tell you.
What happened?
After I heard what happened.
What?
There's a wee Undertaker's, I won't say who owns it now. There's a wee Undertaker's house, right? Outside Castlerea, right? And I went there for a party one time.
A party.
Right? A fella had bought it.
Right.
It used to be actually where the Undertaker would lay out the bodies. The Undertaker hung himself out in the back room.
Jesus.
And I was in there going, why am I here to become a Hollywood blockbuster? They're going to write Conjuring stories about Kendy. Which leads me to number 3, Ray.
Right.
The Conjuring.
I haven't seen that one.
Oh,
What's
that
about?
is a belter. More about people get the exercisings and all that.
Oh, exercising.
Not like Ram, like a different kind of thing.
Different kind of exercising.
Different kind of exercising.
Right.
Yeah, that one it scared the tits you.
Right.
Because it has the modern technology you see involved in it. That it's all about jumps. They're the ones that get me, the jumpy ones. You know, the ones that
scary
go,
ones.
what the foot?
Yeah, I can't do that.
Oh, there's a woman in the mirror. Oh, there's a woman in the mirror.
Is that not The Ring?
The
woman in the mirror?
No, she's coming out with the well.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that's a good one too, but it's not even, it's not
Not
there.
in your top 5.
Number 2 for Halloween films, Hocus Pocus.
Oh, the one, the easy going one.
That's a belter.
That's a very good one.
Isn't that a big change of pace though?
No, but I like that one.
That is a belter.
I
Now,
like
the
the
witches.
cat.
Yeah, the cat's good crack, but the
cat
teeth.
was nice.
The teeth on the women used to scare me now when I was a kid. Do you want to hear what number 1 is, Ray?
What?
Scariest film of all time, without a shadow of a doubt.
Right.
Cheaper by the dozen.
What? What's that?
That fella has 12 kids, man. It's right.
That's Steve Martin, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where he has 12 kids.
Stephen Warching.
Yeah.
Man, that is the scary. 12 kids. Jesus, right?
I like that now.
I can't think of anything scarier than that.
Did you manage to watch it all?
I couldn't, man.
Did they come?
They were trying to feed them.
Did
and
he
they
have
were,
them all at the start of the film, or
Yeah,
were they
no.
all there at the start?
I actually can't even remember. All I know, he's trying to feed them. He's trying to clothe them. Jesus. I'm actually terrified now, even speaking about it.
Jesus.
Honest to God. So that's Kendy's top. That's
very
Kendy's
good.
top 5 horror films.
Yeah.
Now, here, Ray, I got myself a present. I feel like I'm handing you a present.
You got yourself a present.
Yeah.
You're blinding me with all the content you have this
Come
week.
here. Wait, bear with me now, Ray.
Right.
Back in the 90s, you may have had a pair of these. Now, I don't know if you did or not. You might have
Right.
had fair high top ones.
Right. What did you get? A shoe. You didn't go and buy yourself a pair of Dr. Martens.
On Dr. Warchins.
So you got rid of the old Temple Moore shoe that you'd bought cheap and pennies.
the fake Dr. Warchins.
Oh,
And
you
I got the...
Dr.
Look at that. Look at that for a boot.
Look at that.
Look at that.
See, people can't see this at home.
Oh, we'll put up a picture of it, don't worry.
But in fairness, it reminds me of most shoes I would have seen in school.
Yes, they're kind of like school shoes, to be honest.
That is a school shoe. It's a Dr. Martin. Shouldn't be a high top. Should be like a shoe.
Yeah.
And the only thing that differentiates it from any other shoe like it is the yellow owl stitch around the
Yeah,
side.
that's how the big phrase that always goes with someone who buys a pair of Dr. Martens, Ray.
What's
They go, oh, Jez, they'll last you 20 years.
They probably will.
You'll never resole them. You'll never resole
That's
them.
because it's about 12 inches of sole on them.
There
I'm
is
just
a
trying to be
couple-
taller.
Yeah. By the time, in about 10 years, like that'll be whittled down to about 3 inches of sole.
That's an inch heel.
Huh?
That's an inch high heel.
Oh, it is, yeah. Kendy, I'm 6'3" now.
Oh, that's very good. They don't look very comfy though. They're very hard.
Oh,
and-
they're very comfy.
Are they?
Yeah, I tried on the Reed Classic on Dr. Warchins, and
Dr. watching.
and they were not comfortable.
Sorry, I'm dropping it.
Tis all right, throw her up there, man. Sure, that joke could survive anything.
Drive over it now with the
That'll
van.
survive a fall off a 3-foot bed, no bother at all. So that was good to be safe this week, Ray.
Did they cost you much?
Do you know, I only want to tell you.
Go on, tell me.
Okay, £190.
No way.
I swear to God. But you're the last
no,
20
no,
years.
hold on now a second.
The last 20 years.
Whoa. Are you joking me?
No, not joking you.
You spent €190 on a pair of not even high-top Dr. Martens.
I'm not sure why wouldn't I? Sure, they'll do everything.
Was that because you saved money on the hostel last week? Is that what that's about?
I would pound on a horse this week, actually.
You did you?
I did. I would go pound on a horse now. I'm not telling you, though, no. You'd be ringing Kendy for tips.
How much did you get?
Huh? Oh, it was a big week for the Kendy family winning money.
Go on. Oh, that's a great story.
No.
It's Tuesday.
Yeah.
You have news.
I know. So
now, can
listen.
you tell the story of this?
Let's tell us, and if we have to bleep out names or money won, we'll do that. But if you don't hear bleeps, then it's okay. Why?
Oh, yeah. I see what you mean.
Do you know what I mean?
It must have went well and so. But
do you not know?
I don't know how much was got.
Oh my God, I can't wait to tell you then.
Well, tell the folks at home how this all came about.
So listen, the Kendys have come into their luck this week, right? I won £90 on a horse, right? Things were looking up. Yeah, £90. It's nearly half what the boot was.
Right, okay.
Perfect.
Sound.
I also bought myself a night jacket, so it's... Anyway.
Okay.
I fucking lost money.
Right, okay.
On a horse.
But you look well.
I look all the better for it. Right?
Go on, correct yourself.
This is where the beat might be in or might not be in. We're going to ring him after this and see if we can tell the show. My brother, Joey, goes in last Tuesday, right? And to do the lottery. He wants to do
into his
daily...
regular shop, is it
Yeah,
not?
yeah. Well, he goes into a shop at Kilcolgan to do the lottery.
It's the regular shop. As
okay.
in he's gone in before.
Yeah, this is where he does them. Yeah, there's a different fella behind the counter. He always does his Daily Millions in there. So he says to your man, give me 2 lines for the Daily Millions.
Chop him out.
Right? And this fella, who's obviously his first day, says, yeah, no bother at all. And he hands Joey out 2 Teddy Bingo tickets.
Yeah.
And Joey is too typically Irish awkward to go, that's not what I asked for. I asked for it.
That's what you do. You just say, thanks.
Joey goes, yep.
Cheers.
Perfect, right? And then all of a sudden then, Friday, so one of them's for Friday, one of them's for Tuesday.
Yeah.
And Friday comes around and he hears Teddy Bingo thing. He says, oh, gee, I better check those 2 tickets that your man gave me, the Aegis.
What's the team tune again?
Tuesday night. It's the fella who dresses not as a fella.
That's the one.
But nowadays, I watched it this morning, he's dressed as a fella again.
Right.
He used to dress not as a fella, now he's a fella.
He used to dress as a girl.
Yeah. So anyway, Friday, Joy does nothing.
Yeah.
He scans the ticket on his wee app, there's nothing. Coming up to the Tuesday one, he scans his ticket, and the ticket says, please get in touch right now.
How excited would you be?
And Joey was going, what the... Joey gets in touch with a ticket that he didn't want.
Yeah.
And they say, how's it going, Joey? At 12:30 on Tuesday afternoon, we are going to be ringing you and you will be on the show with the chance.
Bingo.
Guaranteed to win 1,000, in with a chance of winning €10,000.
Very good.
All you have to do is pick 3, but the colour of 3 balls in a row, and then that's it done.
Did Joey spend the weekend at bingo local gigs trying to learn how to play?
He was counting cards.
Above in St. Anne's.
Yeah, they're actually investigating them now, like for the counting bingo balls.
Yeah. Right.
So anyway, Joey's on this morning.
Today's Tuesday, by the way, folks.
Yeah, today's Tuesday.
We're left it awful late.
Yeah, so Joey's on this afternoon, right?
Yeah.
He said for the last 2 days, he has picked what he's going to go. He's going to go white, black, black. Right? That's the guess he's going to go for.
Yeah.
He gets on the show. Obviously, there's 80-year-old women up and down the country going, who's this young fella on the television? Also, right, they put a picture up of Joey. I don't know where they got this, Ray, but I was going, Nicola, are we watching Telly Bingo or Crime Watch? It looks like your man on the Telly Bingo is about to say, so it happened at 2:30 last night. If anyone has any information,
please contact Kilmovig out of station,
yeah,
please.
if you don't, yeah, with any information at all. That's exactly what it looks like. Or it looks like he's going in to get a passport photo. And he said, no, Dad, don't pick that one.
So it was just his voice and a photo of him.
Yeah.
On Crime Watch.
Yeah, on Crime Watch, Telly Bingo. And Joey goes on. He says, I have my white, black, black, white, black, black.
Did he even say hello? Did he just go white, black, black?
No, they asked him a lot of questions. How you caping? How's things?
Did he have any funny answers? Was he nervous? Was he all right?
No, he just, like...
Were you proud of him?
It was weird to hear it.
He was on telly, like.
Yeah, it was weird to hear it on the telly and the picture up and everything. Anyway, first ball out, white. Lovely. Joey says, lovely. Guaranteed then 2,000.
Class.
Second ball out, black.
Marvellous.
Guaranteed 5.
Jeez, don't tell me.
Third ball out, black.
No
€10,000 on a ticket that he did not want. How unbelievable is that? He won 10,000, I won 90. The Kendys are flying this week. Boy.
So he has a lot more than you than a pair of Doc Martens.
Well, he can buy himself a pair of Doc Martens now, and you wouldn't be saying, "Did you spend that?" Yeah, it's unbelievable.
You know what he's going to do with all that money?
Go on.
Spend it on guitars.
He's going to spend it straight on guitars.
All the guitars in the world.
Yeah.
Fair play to you, Josie.
We're fair, yes.
That's loads of great news there so far.
Isn't it?
Cheers.
Cheers, we're buzzing on this Halloween Eve.
Speaking of buzzing,
Go on.
I got one.
You got a buzz.
I know I didn't get a buzz.
What do you mean?
Didn't we say it? Diddle we say it?
Did I?
Did
you get mail?
I got mail.
Ping! In the doer.
In the door this morning.
No way.
Jesus, the greatest smile came in my face.
No way.
I'm delighted.
Go on.
So
Sorry,
week-
Buzzy got mail, you mean?
Last week, we announced that, and this is the funny thing, I also got some feedback.
Right.
People who now listen to the podcast don't remember who Buzzy was.
No way.
That's how bad it's got.
People who know who Buzzy is are now OGs, Ray.
What? Oh, geez. What's
Original gangsters.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
So you're an OG listener to the podcast if
You know who
Buzzy is.
If you've done your Buzzy homework,
Yeah.
and you know what we're talking about. If you don't know who Buzzy is, you have to go back to the earlier episodes.
Yeah.
So last week we asked people to send in their requests for Buzzy to come back on the show to Buzzy's address, Buzzy Gagnon, Gannion,
Yeah.
at 26 Chapel Street, Sligo.
That's right.
Buzzy's townhouse.
That's Buzzy's townhouse.
Buzzy's
right,
a townhouse, but Buzzy also has a country house.
That's right.
And the country house is out the country.
That's right. And where's the townhouse?
Townhouse in the town.
All right, okay, perfect. I'm with you, so.
So this morning, because I went over to check the post for him in his townhouse. I have to keep an eye on the
You
townhouse.
do, yeah.
You know?
Ray just tidied up with just a few
Yeah.
bits around the place. A bit
Watch
of
the
painting.
plants,
Yeah.
feed the goldfish.
That's right, bit of painting.
Painting. So this came in this morning, and it's definitely a Galway postcard.
Oh, the Clada.
Yeah.
The
So
Clada
I'm going
boat.
to read it. Dear Buzzy, I'm a big fan of both yourself and the Kendy and Raybo podcast. I have really enjoyed all the episodes, especially the ones that you have featured in.
No.
That's a big fan.
No, that is a big fan.
Please, could you return to the podcast and ask the lads some important questions like, who is Sean's O'Reilly? So we're instantly dealing with someone who is not from the town.
So we don't know this person 100%.
I don't think this person know, and this person obviously maybe doesn't know us.
Yeah, okay.
So would you like to answer that question?
Sean's Riley is a friend of Kendy and Ray's.
Yeah.
He is a popular boy
Because he's a drummer.
with a certain gender.
Stop.
Probably both genders.
Stop it.
He is a drummer,
Drummer.
a fine drummer,
Fine drummer.
and he's from Cavan.
He's from Cavan.
And he's good crack.
Yeah.
And if you meet somebody, probably say, "How's it going? Who the good
It's the good-
Who the fucking thing? Huh? Where do you live?"
So the next thing moves on then. Is there any Instagram young ones in the Connacht Ulster region safe? I don't know. Does this refer back to Sean's O'Reilly or you?
No, probably me. Not with the
Or
rate.
are they asking to safe to interact with?
What do you mean, like?
Well, I don't know. Are they asking for this? Could be a him.
So there's a couple of questions. There's a couple of ways that question could be.
Right.
They could be saying, "Is there anyone safe with me looking at them?"
Yep.
Or is there any?
That's probably the way it is.
Yeah. Or is there any of them actually safe to go chat to?
Yeah.
So he's asked me the status of the nation.
Or she.
He or she is asking me the status of the nation.
Yeah.
The way I would say is I don't know anything about what young ones are doing nowadays.
No.
I haven't,
You do pretend
and I also
to know.
How do I pretend to know?
You do pretend to know.
How?
Because through your commentary on this podcast.
Yeah, but as in that's like my outside observation. I'm like David Attenkendy when it comes to looking at the young ones.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like I feel like if you did a docu-series where you just went around nightclubs of Ireland and let me be the David Attenkendy voiceover of it.
Yeah.
And to see their mating rituals and their cocaine rituals and their drinking rituals and how they dress and how they conduct themselves. If that's the question that person is asking, if they're asking, is there any young one safe with Kendy going round? Well, refer to what I just said. I want to follow them around nightclubs and comment on them. So probably not.
No.
I would say.
Did Ming ever put a roof on the outdoor pool in Castlerea?
He didn't. He tried his best, but I think the county council and the government were saying, "What do you want about Castlerea, man? That's it's a prison.
Right.
We're not putting a roof on a pool."
Okay. More importantly, how is Bintang? I am starting to worry.
That's yours, mate.
That
That's
is
all
mine.
you.
Bintang, I was only talking to him there 2 days ago.
Were you?
Bintang is keeping very well.
You taking over? Says
Ticking
you.
over like a mouse's heart.
Lovely.
He's flat out back there in Bali, entertaining all the other Western guests that do come to visit.
Lovely.
Yeah.
So it's not just you.
No, it's not just me.
He's like one of those Thai brides. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did you ever hear the stories of the boys that to go over?
No, go on.
The boys had to go over to Thailand or Vietnam or whatever, and they have a missus over there. you know? And then the missus is delighted just to get a good lifestyle for the 3 weeks that she, and whatever she has to do to maintain
So you're telling
that
me this is
lifestyle.
an actual thing?
This is a real thing, boy. Fellas in Ireland, I know some of them, have mistresses abroad in Thailand.
My eyes got very wide there now.
Yeah.
But you even know people to do
This
this.
is true as Kendy is here
Do
sitting
they
beside
have wives
you.
here in this country?
Some, no, they'd be divorced, like, or whatever, or maybe never married.
Okay.
Like, whether it's an act or not, I don't know. If anyone knows anything of this, tell me, Kendy, you're talking through your backside. Right?
Right.
Because you might be going, I'm actually into that pure, like, you don't know anything about it. But from the outside looking in, what it looks like to Kendy, through his observational David Attenkendy eyes, is that it's fellas going over 2 or 3 times a year. And this woman, you know, gets a nice little lifestyle for a month or two and maybe a few pounds. And she goes, yeah, of course we're in love. And then he says, I know we're in love. And then they both almost pretend they're in love.
And
or
that-
perhaps he thinks they really are.
And that works.
And that works for loads of people. And look, who's Kendy to say anything about it? If that's what's working for you, that's great.
Marvellous.
But that is a real thing, Ray.
Jeez, I'm shocked.
So Bintang is like a Thai bride abroad
He's
in
my
Bali.
Thai bride.
You went over to him once a year and he said, Ray, you're my best friend. And you said, of course we are. And now you're writing to him the whole time. But sure, there's another Joe Soap gone over to him now and he's saying, Roger, you're my best friend.
Enough of that now. That's kind of hurtful. This person looks forward to listening to the podcast every week and continued success to the Kendy and Raybo. Stay happy. There's a pair of kisses on the end of it.
Oh.
It is, by the way, it's
Hope it's a fella.
Buzzy Gagnon, care of Kendy and Raybo, member of Hot Fuss, Ireland's #1 premier wedding band.
Oh!
So clearly this must have been written ages ago. Because this is wrong.
No, they...
Or maybe they just appreciate
Yeah,
you.
they're probably voting, I'd say, next year to get it. Look, whoever that was, fair play to you. We
Yeah.
appreciate it massive. If anyone else wants to send some stuff in,
And generally just get
send
me
it in.
smiling.
Yeah, we're going to hang that up in a room now, man.
No, we're going to give it to Buzzy.
Sorry, I'm going to wear it around my neck.
We're going to give it to Buzzy.
Oh, we're going to give it to Buzzy and
So
try
get
and
him
get him.
back.
Yeah, try and get Buzzy back.
Yeah.
Get Buzzy back, lads, is the new
Hashtag get Buzzy
campaign. Hashtag get Buzzy back.
There we are.
Let's get the buzz back on. Fair play to you, Ray. That was marvellous. Oh, come here.
What?
We haven't been talking since we went last week, have we?
Did what?
To the Blind Boy. We didn't talk about Blind Boy.
No, we didn't talk about that.
So Sligo Live is on this week, lads. Actually, it's just finished. It's just finished as we speak. 10 days of marvellous like music, entertainment, shows, all kinds of crack in all kinds of different venues. I believe Anderson's Tremendous Events Centre.
Anderson's Tremendous Event Centre
Hosted some shows.
Manny's a show.
It did host some
Yeah.
shows. Fair play to
I
it.
did have. It was one show I went to.
Go on, what you go to
I went to see Wild Youth.
in Anderson's Tremendous Event Centre?
I did.
What a perfect venue for a band like Wild Youth.
Twas.
Ray, can I ask you a better question? Who are Wild Youth?
I'm glad you asked me that question. Wild Youth are quite an upcoming band.
That sounds like I was like trying to spur you on to tell people.
Yeah.
I don't know genuinely, is what
No,
I'm saying.
yeah, I know you don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to see them. Wild Youth, you get them on the radio a lot.
Right.
No, lovely boys.
Right, good boys.
Lovely guys.
Right.
And they've good songs.
Lovely, perfect.
And I purchased tickets to go see them.
Brilliant.
And I went to see them.
Cave 8,
18 something.
18 something, almost 4-5ers.
Yeah, almost 4-5ers.
Yeah.
I was very disappointed.
Wait, no, we can't talk about a band like that.
I was very disappointed.
What?
They didn't play long enough.
What to play for?
About 45 minutes.
Come out of it, lads. Them boys have never done a wedding in their life. Try keeping people dancing for 2.5 hours with the how's it going, fucks?
I thought they were stopped for teas and coffees. They weren't. They did. They come on sometime after 11 o'clock.
Right.
And they were done by midnight.
No way.
Yeah.
Okay, that is very... I have to say that's very short.
That's very short.
I presume they had the reasoning for us.
They haven't any more songs.
Yeah, are they not long in the game?
They're not long in the game, but throw in a couple of covers or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Do you know, play a bit of Sweet Home Kendy?
Yeah, do a bit of Galway Girl or something. Maybe do a waltz. Do a waltz.
What's wrong with a waltz?
Throw in a waltz. Do the Black Velvet Band, lads, or the Red Rose Cafe.
Country bands in there every
No.
weekend playing that sort of stuff.
No.
It's down a treat.
Huh? They want to have a chat with Mike Denver. He'll tell you how okay people going for 2.5 hours, lads. Huh?
I was so sad because I wanted to see a bit more than 45 minutes.
Right, well, was it good? Were they good for the 45 minutes? You said they
they're
were.
fair good now, yeah.
You just...
I just went off the stage and I went, where are you gone?
You felt like it was maybe a $9.85 kind of, maybe £9.85.
It was
worth
definitely
of
€9.85 a
Cents.
gig, I'll tell you. That's for feckin' sure. That's all they're doing. But I wouldn't mind if they told people, lads, we're going to do 45 minutes.
Yeah.
But we're not going to charge you for it. But maybe I don't know.
Well, maybe they weren't charging for it.
I was a fan that was disappointed.
Right, okay. Well, it's okay to vent that, Ray.
Yeah.
I think you should vent that.
Yeah.
Perhaps they'll get a longer set as time goes on.
The Odd Socks, local band, they were on the Friday night.
Brilliant.
They played all 2.5 hours.
Of course they did, sure the boys know. Them boys have been doing this for a long time.
Yeah. And,
Says he, Michael, keep it ticking, boy. Don't be stopping on that base. You keep hitting that bomb, and we'll keep following you.
We did go to the Blind Boy podcast.
Yeah, we went to the Blind Boy podcast.
I brought you for
last
your
Tuesday.
birthday.
You did. Ray didn't know he was bringing me for my birthday.
I forgot completely.
He just so happened to buy tickets that were on my birthday. You know?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, lovely, he brought me for a birthday. And then Ray said, your birthday.
Yeah, and then I also made you buy all the pints.
I bought the pints then, yeah.
€35 with the pints.
Ray's birthday present to me was I got to buy him pints.
Out knocked her
Which was just brilliant. But the Blind Boy podcast definitely wasn't 40 minutes, Ray. 45 minutes.
No, he went on for about 3 hours.
3 hours.
Yeah.
He went on.
A solid 3 hours. He stopped for an interval as well.
He did, yeah. He stopped for tea. Yeah, and we got pints again.
I have to say...
Who bought the pints, Ray? Did I buy them?
You bought the pints.
Okay.
But come here now and tell... I have to say, the man's mind is unbelievable. He's the sharpest buck ever.
He's very quick.
I came up with a very good joke at that show.
Did you?
Didn't I?
What did you come up with?
Didn't I? What was the joke about it was about Ireland's ancient past and about, Maeve, Queen Maeve, here should be famous around Sligo. She's buried up on a big hill
That's right.
in a pile of stones.
Aye.
And they were talking about that, and there was a joke then, and I said something about Fullock's fees.
What did you say about Fullock Fias?
You don't remember it?
Did I turn to you and go, that
was
might
very-
be the best joke I've ever heard?
Yeah, that's what happened.
How have I forgotten it then?
How come we've forgotten the joke?
Do you know it?
No.
Oh my
Something
God.
about microwaves. Did they have microwaves or ovens or... Oh, yeah, that's right. If they were around today, they'd bring out a Foreman's, George Foreman's.
Oh, that's right. And you said they call it the Fullock Fia.
Yeah.
It's not as good when you say it
It's
the second
terrible.
time.
It's really terrible. I'm sitting there going, we'll have to delete all of this bit.
Look, if we can give anyone any advice who wants to start a podcast and perhaps go down the comedy route, make sure you refer to a moment that you thought was really funny and build it up loads. And then say it again. That will land. I promise you that.
And then watch it fall in its face.
If I die tomorrow, lads, let that be what I remember it for. You know what I mean? But I have to hand it to Blind Boy, man. He had a lady up,
Annie West.
Annie Yorks, right?
No, Annie West.
Annie West.
And she is a cartoonist and illustrator.
Annie West is
Sligo.
no, she's a woman who's been in the gym for 14 days straight, and she's wondering, is there any West at all, or can I fucking...
Awful bad one. This is going bad to worse.
Any chance of a West? Can I keep going? She's an illustrator,
Yeah.
and she works with the RTs.
Should be cousin of Kanye.
That's right.
That's
Now,
right.
a better one again. Ha ha ha. Listen, if you keep hitting bad jokes, lads out there, if you want to start your own podcast, you want to get on the comedy route, if you keep hitting bad jokes, keep trying. I promise it won't get worse and worse as the day goes on.
Sorry.
Let that be proof to you is all out there now.
What were you going to say about her?
They both worked with RTE, which is pretty much what they talked about for 3 hours. He read a little snippet of a story.
He did.
And then they chat, but it was a great chat, like, I have to say.
Yeah.
I found myself like enthralled by it.
You
And
were enjoying it.
yeah, like, and it's weird because when I look at Blind Boy, I think, what are you at, man, doing this weird laid back podcast and getting all political? Why don't you smoke fags with Mr. Chrome and do videos again on YouTube so I can laugh? You know, and then if that's the route he wants to go down, you know, that's no skin off Kendy's Mickey. Like, that's what he wants to do. Like,
Yeah.
and I found myself a little bit apprehensive about going into the thing. I was a bit like, oh, I don't know if I'm into this.
Well, did you
preaching.
enjoy it afterwards?
I really did enjoy it.
Yeah.
He's a very intellectual individual.
He made you laugh a number of times.
There are certain things I wouldn't agree with that he says, but that's okay too. You know, you don't have to. He made me laugh loads of times.
Certain things I say you don't agree with.
Huh. Yeah,
And we hang around.
and that's part. Yeah, just
Yeah,
about.
part and parcel.
Just about. The logistics of Sligo Live, no more than Tierney trying to do the comedy festival, must be a nightmare because they have about 20 venues in town that are running gigs. And they're running gigs all day long.
Yeah.
So fair play to those organisers. I don't know who you are. I know Willie Kelly's one of them.
And Rory's
Willie
everywhere.
Boy. Who?
Rory.
Fair play to you because that is tough organised, man.
Yeah. Come here. I have a bit.
Go on.
I have a bit prepared.
Go on. Hit me.
Are you familiar with the rapper Cardi B?
Cardi B. Cardigan.
Are you familiar with her?
I know of Cardi B. Like, I know what it is.
Right.
It's a black lady with a big hoop and she
You're
spits.
calling it it. Why are you calling it it?
Because I'm not sure how much of her is a real part.
Right.
So there's a certain time, Ray, when you get so much work done on your body that the balance goes from being a person over to an object.
Right.
And when your arse is full plastic and your face is full plastic and your cans are full plastic, you're actually pushing the ball over 60-40 towards being
I really hope
Something
Cardi
else.
B isn't listening to this. Because it's
Oh
very
yeah,
upsetting
Cardi
what
B
you're
is
saying.
definitely. What are you on about, boy? She is plastic. Why could she get upset? She has to go. Yeah, fair point.
I think I'd find that kind of
Did she used to be a
hurtful.
stripper or a prostitute?
I don't know.
You're supposed to call them sex workers nowadays, by the way. You can't say
I
prostitute.
don't know.
anymore.
I thought she was a nice girl that just got into a bit of songwriting.
No, I think she used to be a stripper.
Oh. You've done more research on this than I have.
No, because I was listening to a Junkie Joe Rogan podcast and someone was on about her, I think.
Well, should we listen to some of her lyrics?
All right, go on, hit me
So
with
have some of her lyrics.
Sorry, by the way, I've never heard her music before.
Oh, this is
never,
new then,
never,
so.
never. I don't know
Right,
what
sure.
this is.
You're
Is she like Nicki Minaj?
Is she like? She's a bit like Nicki Minaj.
Lovely.
Wait, let's see now. Have I got it here? I think it's this one.
If you're on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen, you are not going to hear this next section.
Oh, that's the other thing. If you're on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen, you're not going to hear the actual song, but some friends of ours pulled together a version of the song, and we'll put that in instead.
Oh, lovely. Okay.
So you're going to be worse for air, but you probably get the better job. Anyway, so yeah, this is Bodak Yellow.
Say, little bitch, you can fuck with me if you wanted to. These expensive, these is red bottoms, these is bloody shoes. They the store, I can get them both. I don't want to choose. Let them quit, cut a nigga
You look
off,
confused.
so don't get
Potty mouth.
comfortable. Look,
The first two words were bitch and flip.
You're bopping.
Yeah, I feel like I want to bust a cap in somebody. Well, is that what it does?
Yeah.
It's overcoming me.
Yeah.
Would you like to go downtown, Ray, and bust a cap in somebody with me?
So you've got an idea of that there now.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
It did jazz me up, man. I want to get involved in some gangland crime.
Okay.
I don't know how it does that. It's like the first time I ever watched 8 Mile. I was like, lads, we're going down the town kicking the heads of someone. Come on!
Now, this is my idea brought on from a young lady by the name of Megan.
Megan.
Megan came up with the idea that such songs as Cardi B
Right.
and that song there, Bodak Yellow.
Bodak Yellow.
Imagine if they got if she hadn't grown up where she grew up.
Where did she grow up?
Where she grew up somewhere over in the Mulch,
Right, okay.
right?
Probably impoverished.
I wouldn't say that now.
No, you don't want to jump to conclusions, but
But bottom line, that's what shaped her songwriting.
that's
skill.
right.
But-
So watch it, Big Tom. Go on, keep going.
Right. So imagine if she had grown up in Ireland.
Right,
Right. Basically, is what we're saying.
Okay.
Megan postulated this.
right,
Right. She said, imagine if she'd grown up in Ireland.
right, okay.
What would this music sound like?
Okay.
Right. And we have it.
All right, okay. I thought you were going to ask me to do it.
No, I farmed it out.
Oh, lovely.
What would you think it'll be like?
I thought it'd be like smoking JP Blue round the back of me old lady's house. That kind of stuff, you know what I mean?
right.
Huh?
Okay.
Dipping silage, falling in, running round, jumping bales. That kind of stuff.
Right. Well, you've changed the lyrics. You've kind of stuck with the same musical style.
Oh, you reckon they might change the style?
I think they might, if they were Irish, they might change the style. They might stick with the lyrics.
I think you're not giving the Irish half enough credit, Ray.
Well-
I think we're well capable of writing gangster rap.
So we got a very talented pair of individuals
Okay.
to reimagine what Cardi B would sound like if it was here in Ireland.
Lovely.
In Ireland.
Hit me.
Right? And this is now Only a Woman Can Fuck With You. It's the long-awaited debut single of Moira B. And it's available to purchase in all good cassette shops as we speak. So here we go.
Lovely. Hit us.
Right. How? Isn't that nice?
That's more suited now.
Isn't that better?
Oh, way better.
Moira B. Because she just come in with that. Moira B.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Say, little bitch, you can fuck with me
Oh, way better.
if you wanted to. These expensive.
No.
These is red bottoms. These is bloody shoes.
Oh, that's way better.
Isn't that marvellous?
That's way better.
Hit the store.
Hit the
Yeah,
store.
hit the stewer.
Can't get 'em both. Don't wanna choose.
You don't have to choose.
So what do you think?
I tell you what now, that's a lot better.
Dying quick.
Are they doing it so only a woman's heart could beat?
Yes.
So don't get comfortable.
I'm going to stop that there now.
Can I, the main observation on that, Ray, is
what?
and there's a good point now to be made here.
Yeah.
It takes the sting out of it.
It definitely does.
Ray, it takes the sting out of it, doesn't it?
Absolutely
There's
does.
something about that dubstep, yo, gangster rappy beat, Ray, and the hippity hop. The Irish tune will take the sting out of it.
Absolutely.
You can run any gangster rap to an Irish ballad and it'll take the sting clean out of it, no more than the bee stinging you on the arm and drop it dead in front of you.
That's enough of that.
I'll tell you what, that's going to be some album, man.
Yeah.
That is going to go straight to, Circle K bin inside the door. You know?
But you can imagine the actual compilation. Irish country stars reimagine rap singles from America.
And on the front cover, it'll say, we'll take the sting out of it.
We'll take the sting out. Yeah, exactly.
Now,
that's good.
That'll go a long way, that stuff, man. That's good. Any other old crack from the week, no?
I have one bit of stuff. I was at another wedding.
I completely forgot to ask you about it.
Yeah, it's all right. It's going to be quick.
I completely forgot to ask you about
It's a fantastic day.
Shking
got married.
Shking is gone.
Shking is gone.
He's gone now. Yeah.
Siobhan now, we call the two of them.
Oh, that's very good.
Sean and Yvonne.
Come up now. They're like the new, whatever the hell they call the Posh and Becks or whatever.
Yeah. But they got married above in Kildare.
Right.
And it was in a massive big castle.
Lovely.
And it was class.
Every Shking needs his castle.
Wow.
Oh my God, I love myself. I absolutely love me.
Anyway, sure, the typical old stuff was a Saturday, went up to Kildare, went to this wedding, and there was one of the lads, he had a lot of friends over from Scotland.
Is Shking from Scotland?
No, Shking is not from Scotland.
Right.
He is from Crossmolina.
Right, but what does Shking have to do with Scotland?
Shking went to college in Scotland.
Shking went to college in Scotland?
Scotland, yeah.
So Shking was in Scotland for a long time?
He was indeed. And he met some people.
Shking met some people in Scotland?
And Shking's people came over as mad. This is like 10 or 12 years ago. And they've all come over to the wedding.
No way.
8 or 9 of them.
That's brilliant.
But one of the lads, his name is Pete.
Right.
Pete has a marvellous moustache.
Oh, Petey!
Pete has a marvellous moustache.
I must ask him about it, Ray, at some time. I must ask him. Yes, yeah, I must see.
Anyway,
I must ask you about that thing in your face there, piece. Go on
anyway, you might get a chance. Because at the wedding, I says to Pete, I says, what are you doing now for the rest of the days when you're heading back to Scotland? Pete says to me, I'm off now for the week. Now, this is typical Ray now that you want to hear this.
You say, well, you're coming down to Sligo, says you, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I invited him.
Yeah.
I had drink taken. But yeah, I said to him, and I don't remember saying it to him. That's the truth.
You don't remember saying come over?
I don't remember inviting him down to Sligo.
Is this like Father Stone and he just lands at the door the next day?
He texts me this morning. He says, I'm coming.
No way!
Yeah, I get the train at 5:10.
I can't wait to see the moustache on him. There's some Ronnie boy, I'd say.
Yeah, so
he is coming.
Pete is coming now for a few days, but I'm raging.
Why?
Because I'm going to have to entertain him. He's going to take a chunk out of my week.
You asked him, you bollocks.
I'm supposed to be sitting at home editing this podcast tonight.
Come out.
I have to go bring that man for the dinner now.
Is he here in Sligo now?
No, he's coming in an hour's time or so.
No way.
Yeah.
No way, Ray. You are so stupid.
I don't know how long he's going to stay for either.
I'm sure he won't leave for a month.
It's not Father Stone we're talking about.
It is Father Stone, Ray. He's going to do a painting at the Dewey. He's going to do a painting at the Dewey.
That's the least of me worries. I wouldn't mind a painting of the two of us, if I'm honest. A nice moustache.
Bring him out for mini golf. That's what you do.
That's the pitching post. That's the thing to do.
Yeah, then he can let the cues in, Ray, with the...
But see, I'm working tomorrow.
Don't be putting them on me now, man. I'm not minding Pete for the week.
What are you up to?
Go away with you. I'm not minding that fella for a week, boy.
Not a week. Would you take him tomorrow?
I don't know. I'm going to run out of mustache questions, Ray. I'm going to ask him how he grooms and how often he trims us, and then we're going to sit beside each other. And that'll be it. Man, the tension will be bad.
But you've noticed that you're not having anything tomorrow, are you?
Ray, I'm not minding Pete, man. You invited him down, boy.
I have to go to work.
Will you bring him to work?
I can't bring him to work. The only thing down in Ballina that's worth coming down to Ballina for is if a better pennies in Sligo.
Well, then send
that's
them
the
down
only reason
in there.
people go to Ballina.
It's a bring a Pete to work day, Ray. Tell them. Did you bring your piece in, Siobhan? No, I brought mine. That's him there.
I can't bring Pete
You must
to
ask
work.
him about himself there.
I can't bring Pete to work. And I can't bring him down. It's too long of a day to leave him in pennies.
He'll run out, man. He'll buy 4 250 t-shirts. That'll be it. He'll be done. He'll be ready, like.
Yeah, what else do you, what else can he can't do anything else in Ballina.
Oh my God.
Do you know? Go down and look at the lads fishing in the river.
Yeah,
that's it. So he's going to be around Sligo, and I'm not going to be here till about 6 or 7 o'clock tomorrow evening.
Oh man.
And Sean's Riley is going to be out in the shed doing a bit of drumming.
Right.
So Sean wants the shed for 12 o'clock.
Right.
So you need to mind Pete.
For how long?
Till I get back from work.
7 hours.
But there's loads of things.
What am I going to do, Pete, Ray?
Climb Knocknarea. Go up and see Maeve's grave.
I'll kick the head of Knocknarea now in a second, boy, if
Bring
I
him
get
in.
as far as you.
Now, if it was Derek that was down, you'd be loving it.
Yeah.
Admit it.
Yeah, but okay. So
Mrs.
let's fucking decide what the difference between Pete and Derek is. Derek is an old friend of mine who I know very well. He doesn't even have a mustache, Derek. All right, the Orchid is out of it already. I'm going to have to touching his mustache and shit, man. You can't put out a magnificent mustache in front of Kendy's face. I'm not fucking mind to be for 7 hours, but
Just do like this, you bring him out to Strand Hill. Bring him to Shells.
okay, another hour gone.
Right. Right. Pick him up round about 12 o'clock from the house. Because you have
Lovely.
the shit brown Skoda.
Yeah, okay.
He'd love this now.
You'd be excited by that.
I
I
just
guess.
see the Father Stone heading him now as he sits and says,
Father Stone had a mustache. How have we not addressed that yet? Father Stone had a mustache. Like, is that what this fella looks like?
That's a bit like,
Is he
that's
going
like
to be
a young Father Stone.
Oh my god!
Before he joined the priesthood. Yeah. So you just bring him out to Shells, he'll walk along the beach. Try to take him off your hands at 7 o'clock.
Wait a second now. I can't believe I'm even like letting you say what you have to say here. I am not minding. I was going to say your friend. He's not even your friend. Like,
I know him through
you
Sking.
don't know him.
I know him through Sking. I've met him maybe twice.
Yeah, my God, Ray. And you said, "Come on down." He said, "No bother at all."
It's
But
the moustache.
it's the mustache.
It's the moustache.
That's what's making me nervous. Is the mustache?
But that's what made me want to bring him down. I just wanted to take him down so people in Sligo could marvel at the moustache.
I can't wait to see this mustache.
I need you to walk him around the town.
with the mustache.
Yeah, and I hope people, if they've heard this on Wednesday and they see Pete,
If you see Kendy with a bowled can by, walking by Kate's kitchen.
or if you see someone with an unbelievably pointy mustache,
Right.
just say, "How's it going, Pete?"
This must be a magnificent motherfucker of a mustache,
Oh,
Ray
it's
boy.
unbelievable.
If it made you advise him down to Sligo for a week.
All I want. That'd be the end of the episode.
Listen, that is kind of it. Shout outs, Ray.
Oh,
I got one small shout out. It's not even my shout out.
right,
So when you and Nicola went out at the weekend, Nicola got cornered, right?
right.
Walking into Wild Youth.
Yeah.
And some girl says to her, I'm awful sorry, I don't mean to be fangirling,
Oh, I remember this.
but you're Nicola
Yeah.
from the Kendy and Raybo podcast. And I just wanted to say hello.
Yeah.
And Nicola is walking around here, man, like the bee's knees all week. And I'm saying, Nick, you're not the celebrity in this motherfucking chalk.
She's
We want to
delighted.
find out who that girl was.
Right. Oh,
So-
you needed to contact us.
Yeah, we need, because Nicola, wants to say fair play to you or something.
We also have to say happy birthday to James O'Malley.
Happy birthday, James O'Malley.
Yeah, he was 30th.
That's right.
Yeah. They brought him down for some man weekend in Galway or something, did they?
Yeah, just loads of boys in the shower together. It was weird, Ray.
In a shop, it was a hot tub as well. And they
It
were all
was,
naked.
Ray, it was weird, Ray. They were touching each other and everything. I don't know what kind of birthday party it was.
It's a strange
But they
Donegal
just,
birthday party.
I know, that's how they do it
That's
up there,
how they do
boy.
it all there.
Happy birthday, James O'Malley. Listen, that's it, Ray, is it?
Tis.
All right, well then, let me say, good luck.
Good luck.